Hey guys, sorry for crazy hair. I just got done with my run, for the day, and then just shoved my head in water, because I was sweating. So this is crazy hair. I should be getting a haircut within the next week or two, um, because my hair is getting long, and I don't like that. So today, we're gonna talk about Destiny. If you don't know that much about Destiny, don't worry. I'll fill you in. I'll let you know what my opinions on it and explain it. Um, but we're gonna talk about it because, as you know, my computer is broken right now. I'm primarily a PC gamer, and I only ever play my consoles when there's an exclusive. So a while ago, um, almost a year ago, a little less than a year ago, um, Destiny uh, came out, and it was like maybe that was a year ago. Destiny came out, and it was a big thing, and I was like, all right, I'll pick it up because it's very Borderlands esque because it's a looter shooter. And I love that genre of game. I love Borderlands. It's one of my favorite games. Um, so I was like, all right, I'll pick up Destiny, even though it's on the consoles, and I don't really like console games, but I don't like playing with controllers at all, especially not for first person shooters. And even though it's 30 frames per second, I was like, all right, I'll pick it up. Um, but then it started getting terrible reviews. So I waited like a smart person, and I think 3 or 4 weeks after it came out, I picked it up off eBay for 17 bucks, which is about how much you can pick it up now. Because all the bad reviews were coming in, and so people were like, "Crap, let me sell my copy as fast as possible." So I picked one up for my PS3 for 17 bucks. And I was like, all right, let's play this game. Even if it's not that good, I got it for 17 bucks, so I'm not worried. I no lifed on it really, really hard and got my characters to, I got two characters to level 30. Um, Back then, uh, so I can tell you how you level up. Back then, you would level up like you would in any other game. You get experience, and then but you could only get to level 20. And then once you got to level 20, the armor that you could get would have a stat on it called light, and based on how much light your armor had, that would level you up over 20, and then that would let you become more powerful and do higher level raids and stuff like that. Hopefully, I'm describing this okay. So that was extremely annoying, and I hated it. I hated that entire process because I just thought it was really stupid, and I didn't understand why you had to do this weird ass way to level up now. But that was annoying. But what was even more annoying is the only way that you could hit level 30, the maximum level, was if you did the raid. And the raid, you had to get lucky and get the right items because only items from the raid had the highest amount of light, which would get you to level 30. Okay, so hopefully I described that okay. So that was really annoying, but I no lifed really hard on it, put about 200 hours into the game, and got two characters to level 30. Then they came out with with the first expansion, with the first DLC, and that's when I quit. Because what they did was they increased the level cap to 32, but they were just like, fuck you! All the people that got to level 30, and they made it super easy to get to 30, really, really easy. You didn't have to do the raid or anything. So I was just like, alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this game. So I quit. Then the second DLC came out, and that increased it to 34, and I stopped playing in January, which is shortly after the first DLC came out. So now, fast forward a, like 9 months or something like that, um, the Taken King comes out, which is, you've probably seen it everywhere. It's this huge expansion, this big overhaul of Destiny, changing a bunch of things. And I was like, all right, my computer just died. I'll try and get back into Destiny. Um, I enjoyed it while I played it. And the big thing for me is they got rid of that stupid fucking light system. They got rid of it completely, and they said, here you go. Now you just level up normally. You just level up normally, and the light stat, it doesn't level you up at all, but the higher your light, the stronger that you are. The more damage and stuff like that you'll do. And I was like, all right, that's smart. Like, that's smart. You can just level up to the max level normally, and then, your gear, your armor, and your weapons and stuff make you stronger because they give you light. That makes sense. So I wanted to jump into it. I jump on. They increased the level cap to 40. So I jump on, and I'm playing it, and I'm like, I'm really liking it. But I start to notice, that's weird. I can't do a lot of stuff that I used to be able to do. Before, there would be a daily, mission, a daily heroic mission, and you would do that mission every day, and it'd give you pretty good rewards. They'd have a weekly mission, and that weekly mission would give you even better rewards. And then they'd have a weekly nightfall mission, which was, super hard. But if you did it, you got amazing rewards. You can't do any of that now. None of it. Unless you have the Taken King. And so I'm like, that's kind of stupid. At first I didn't know that you had to have the Taken King. Yeah, I thought you just had to be level 40. So I'm leveling up, and I level up to level 34, and I can't level up past level 34, and it turns out if you don't have the Taken King, you can't level up to 40. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you can't do any of that stuff now if you're not level 40. There's a bunch of stuff that you can't do or take place in, or items you can't buy, like all the legendary stuff that you could buy before. You can't buy it now unless you have the Taken King, because it requires this thing called legendary marks to buy it. And the only way you can get legendary marks is by doing those daily things, which require the Taken King. So that's great. You can't even have, good gear anymore. And then, so I finally give in, I give in to their marketing ploy, and I'm like, fine, I know why you guys did this. I know why you shut off all these features, so people would buy it. Because they'd be like, well, I gotta buy it. And that's what I did. I was like, all right, I gotta buy it, Here's where it gets even stupider. You can't buy the Taken King DLC by itself unless you have the other two DLCs. You can't buy the Taken King unless you have both of the other DLCs. What the other two DLCs have to do with the Taken King, I don't fucking know. Maybe the storyline? Who cares? Destiny doesn't have a good storyline anyway. Everybody knows that. So, it's not bad enough. Let me go over the prices with you guys for their DLC. Okay. The first DLC, which is called The Dark Below, $20. Okay? $20. It's well known that it doesn't really add a lot. It doesn't add a lot. It adds a new raid, but if you're like me and I don't have a bunch of friends on console, then that doesn't really do anything for you. Then the next DLC, House of Wolves, $20. Now the Taken King, $40. So you have to spend, $80 to get this DLC basically, which this DLC basically makes it so you can play the game Like all the stuff that you could do before, you can't do now. Um, and I know what you guys are saying. I know what the Destiny fanboys are saying. They're saying, well, you're not talking about the deals. Okay, so there's bundles. There's bundles with the game. One bundle is for $60, I believe it is. For six. Oh wait, no. There's one bundle for $35. You can get DLC 1 and 2. So you can spend the $35, save $5. Woohoo! $5, save $5, and then still pay the 40, and you're spending $75 instead of $80. Okay, that's not a big difference. Then there's another bundle. It's like the Legendary Edition or something like that. It comes with all 3 of the DLCs and the game, and I think it's either $60 or it's $80. I think it's $60. So, I mean, obviously that's the best choice. I mean, I already have the game though, so I don't understand why I need to buy the game. I don't even understand why the first option exists if you could just buy that. And then they have the collector's edition, which I think is $80, and that has the 3 DLCs, the game, and some other bullshit that who cares about. Like extra colors or something, I don't know. It's so stupid how see, this is why I stopped console gaming, is because when you're a console gamer, you're already shelling out $60. Most people paid $60 for this game, and now they want $80 more, $75 more for their DLC. Like, fuck that, man. When you can just build a computer for the same price, like, sure, it's not going to max out games, but it's going to play the games, that you could play on a console in similar levels. When you can just build a PC for the same price, you can go on Steam, you can pick up, these games for like $5, $10 with the winter sale that's coming up, the fall sale, which is coming up, the summer sale, that's not coming up, but I mean, the summer sale, you can just load up on games. My library in Steam is like 150 games or something like that, and I've only played like 40 of them, or 50 of them, or something like that. And I don't remember the last time I paid $60 for a game, or got milked for DLC money on PC. Like, you can say what you want about PC, and you can say what you want about consoles, but it's just so absurd to me that people just go with this stuff on console gaming. Like, they're just like, yeah, this is normal. Like, that's the terrible thing, is that this is normal for console gaming. Like, that is just bizarre to me. That blows my mind. And I know what people are going to say. The Taken King, I'll admit it, it does offer a lot of content. It does offer a ton of stuff, a lot of new weapons, new subclasses for every single, main class. It does offer a lot. I will say that. But that's why it's $40. That's why they're charging $40 for a DLC. $40 is a good price for that. Not $75 because you need DLC 1 and 2. Not $80 because you need to buy the fucking collector's edition. Not $60 because you need the collector's edition or whatever the fucking prices are. There shouldn't be 10 different fucking bundles just to get the content that should be in the game normally. But I guess that's what gaming is coming to now, for console people. But look, PC people, if it ever comes to this for us, we're just gonna torrent it. Honestly. You try and pull this shit with us, we're just gonna torrent your stuff, honestly. And I guess that's why they don't pull this shit. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.